Welcome back to the Xuan character reviews. Now it's the time for Sheva.
Oh, my darling!
Sheva is your stereotypical drag queen. Almost every Japanese fighting game has one. Asians love these kind of characters, and in the western side of the world, they have a sort of cult following. Sheva adds diversity with his flamboyant personality and weird appearance. But is that worth it? Shiva's storyline tells us he is an Eastern European professional makeup artist that moved to America to follow his dreams. He is also a perfume collector, and I ask, how the hell do you have someone like him involved in fighting? There's actually a theory, invented by me, that say he is also one of the Eva hybrids, created probably by the aforementioned Funk family European branch, to which Claire belongs, but he went fugitive and is now hiding in America. His energy could be, precisely, purple poisonous perfume. That still doesn't explain how Shiva learned to fight, especially to the extent of fighting as good as the second best fighter in Japan, Benimaru Nikaido, from the one he rips off virtually every possible move. But whatever. Shiva has a pretty weird design, wearing a purple shirt with lapels, purple gloves with white gauntlets, purple pants, and silver boots. Wow. Well, if you wanted something fabulous, that's it. His colors are purple and pink like his long hair. This tie around his shoulders is a sort of important accessory that features prominently in artworks and fan art. I think the outfit is actually not bad, no matter how eccentric is it, and I appreciate that they shows very different textures for every part of his attire, giving you a very flamboyant fashion style that of course fits the character completely. His gimmicks are his purple perfume and some snake motifs, as his Chinese name translates as snake kiss. You see this on his belt, his rubber pants with the scale remaining pattern, and well, I like how they look so loose on his legs. Shiva might have a very weird sense of fashion, and as a whole is one of the few costume designs from the game I don't dig that much, especially when it's completed by his weird stance and dramatic poses. But in the end, it's just another kind of fashion. And well, about the gameplay, this is by far the weakest part for this character. As I said before, Shiva rips off virtually every normal, command and special move from Benimaru from KOF. It's the worst case of knocking off a character in the whole game, and probably in fighting games history. And I think there's no need to describe his moves. Well, at least because of that, you can be sure Shiva is really good in this game. Just like Benimaru, his gameplay is extremely effective, so he's a great character to use. He even goes to feel a little overpowered sometimes. And when Benimaru joined to the roster, as you may guess, his gameplay had very few differences with Shiva, thus rendering the presence of both characters pointless. So we can't help but think a Neo Shiva will be eventually added to the game with a new and original fighting style. I like his new fighting style being something similar to Takenaka Hanbei from Sengoku Basara Cross, or Weave from KOF 99 for the case. That's having Shiva to create purple energy whips, giving him a mid-range zoner game style. I think it could fit him. I wonder if his default costume will be changed too, just like it happened to Shangru. I don't see a problem with this one, but who knows. However, they might want to keep this classic Shiva around, just in case they lose the rights to use Benimaru in further editions of the game. So Shiva could be the backdoor to include a character with the exact same gameplay. As it is good for the players, I don't see nothing wrong with this. Whatever, for the current Shiva, the visual effects are actually very fine. The purple energy looks cool, and his hidden super can boast, in my opinion, of being the most awesome and cool looking effect in the whole game. Okay, the second most awesome now.
I am so cute. I'm really a boy.
And for the personality, well, Sheva's personality is sheer over-the-top flamboyance, including very androgynous voice acting that may irritate you for one part, but I can bet it will grow on you as you keep on playing.
Come on, baby. Kiss you. Smell! Huh. Excuse me. Go with the wing. Darling, you are not the one for me. I am the most beautiful.
Really, seeing Shiva's antics ends up being quite amusing, and you develop a better appreciation for this character. That includes his weird facial features, that are, well, what one would expect from a transsexual crossdresser, but although atypical, still contain a special kind of beauty on them. In the end, we're simply before another kind of person, one that actually exists in normal life and is just as good as any other. And I appreciate Tencent and Jade Studio for bringing it to the table without any constraint or limitation. In the end, Sheva is and will always be, you like it or not, an important member of the Xuan Wang family, and a character that adds a special variety with his design and concept. Like a very rare gem that happened to join this occasionally monotonous roster. Believe it or not, one of the highlights of the game. And even if Enimaru is now around, there are people like me that and will always be there to share the victory with the Sheva. See you later.
KO! Winner! Victory with Sheva.